A number of years ago, I was in the nation of East Germany. Now, that's when there was a West Germany and an East Germany. The nation was divided. And I went there to minister, and I was with some friends and just great, wonderful Christian people who loved the Lord. And they wanted to show me their country. They wanted to show me the beauty of their nation. And they said, Sammy, there's a place that's very beautiful where you can see for a long way. And I said, oh, I'd love to go with you. They said, but we have to climb this mountain. And I said, well, I have a problem. I have a fear of heights. And so we started climbing this trail, and we got to a place where I couldn't go any further. And I grabbed a rock and I started holding on to that rock for my life. I thought I was going to fall. And they said, Sammy, come on, it's safe. And I said, no, I can't move. And fear gripped my heart. And I found how powerful fear really is. And it had literally paralyzed me. And one of the things that I was reminded of as I was going up that trail, because you could look down and you could see so far down, and I thought, boy, if I fall, I'm going to be dead. And I was reminded of God's leading in prayer. You know, Jesus taught his disciples to pray, lead us not into temptation. And that really is kind of like the shepherd leading his sheep, and they're on a dangerous mountain path, and they're crying out, Jesus, don't lead us over the edge, don't let us fall over. And that's how we're to pray. You know, a lot of times people ask me, well, Sammy, how long should you pray? Should you pray for an hour, 5 minutes, 30 minutes? How long should you pray? Let me tell you how long we need to pray. There's not a number of minutes or a number of hours on it. You should pray as long as it takes to know that when you leave that place of prayer, that God is going to be leading you, that he's going to be going with you wherever you go. That's what Moses prayed. Moses prayed, said, Lord, I don't want to leave this place unless I know that you are going with me. And that's what we need. We need to know that when we pray that God is going to lead us as we leave that quiet, private place of prayer, that God will be leading us wherever we go. So you pray and you ask God for his leadership. You pray the way Jesus taught us to pray. Lead me not into temptation. Lord, don't lead me over the cliff of destruction, but lead me in your path and your ways, for his ways are good.